that we will have together.
Absolutely. Well, last week, a very
In a shocking revelation that has left the wrestling world buzzing, Lexis King has taken to social media and interviews to expose what she describes as deeply troubling backstage chaos in WWE's NXT brand. Fans who follow NXT closely know that it's often seen as WWE's experimental ground, a place where rising stars refine their craft and storylines are tested before heading to the main roster. Yet, according to Lexis, what happens behind the curtains is far more complex, and in some cases more toxic than fans could ever imagine. Her most recent statements have particularly focused on the enigmatic and high-profile figure of Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., a second-generation luchador whose lineage carries enormous expectations in the wrestling world. Who is Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.? To understand the gravity of Lexis King's revelations, it's essential to know who Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. is. The son of legendary Mexican wrestling icon Dr. Wagner Jr., he has wrestled under the weight of a family legacy that spans decades. Dr. Wagner Jr. is revered in lucha libre circles for his charisma, technical skill, and the high-stakes drama he brought to every ring he stepped into. His son, Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., entered WWE NXT with high expectations, aiming to prove that the next generation could live up to the family name while simultaneously carving out his own identity. This is no small task. Mexican wrestling dynasties are storied and intensely scrutinized by fans and media alike. Lexis King's allegations suggest that the pressures of this legacy, combined with backstage politics in NXT, have created a volatile environment. Lexis King's explosive statements. Lexis King didn't hold back in her statements, describing a series of incidents that she claims expose a darker side of NXT operations. She asserts that Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. has been at the center of numerous controversies, including favoritism, conflicts with other wrestlers, and allegedly manipulative behavior behind the scenes. According to her, these issues are not isolated incidents but rather part of a larger pattern of backstage tension and mismanagement. Lexis goes on to describe how the expectations placed on Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. by both his family legacy and NXT management have created a high-pressure environment that has led to conflicts with other performers, creative staff, and even trainers. Her statements indicate that NXT's backstage culture is far from the polished, story-driven image presented on television. Lexis claims that loyalty and politics often override merit, leading to friction between performers vying for main event opportunities. Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., with his prestigious name and potential star power, has allegedly become both a target and a flashpoint for these tensions. The role of backstage politics. According to Lexis, what makes the situation especially explosive is the combination of family legacy and corporate politics. WWE NXT is not just a developmental brand, it's a breeding ground for potential global stars. Wrestlers are often competing for the attention of executives, coaches, and veteran talent who wield significant influence over creative decisions. Lexis claims that Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. has been both protected and scrutinized in ways that other performers are not. This dynamic, she suggests, has contributed to resentment among his peers and, in some cases, outright hostility. Furthermore, Lexis alleges that incidents of bullying, intimidation, and favoritism are not properly addressed by management, creating an environment where tensions can escalate unchecked. The exposure of these backstage conflicts challenges the carefully curated image WWE presents to its audience, where rivalries appear scripted and drama is contained to the ring. According to Lexis, the real-life drama in NXT often eclipses what fans see on television, blurring the lines between storyline and reality. Allegations against Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. Lexis King specifically calls out Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., claiming that he is engaged in behavior that goes beyond normal competitive friction. While she does not provide explicit details of every incident, she suggests that his attitude, sense of entitlement, and connections have caused friction with multiple colleagues. Sources familiar with NXT corroborate that he has occasionally been the center of tension, though opinions differ on the severity and intent behind his actions. In addition to interpersonal conflicts, Lexis hints at deeper ethical concerns, including alleged manipulation of storylines, preferential booking, and behind-the-scenes maneuvering designed to elevate his status within the brand. While these claims are difficult to verify independently, they have sparked intense speculation among wrestling fans and insiders alike, many of whom have long debated the influence of wrestling dynasties in modern promotions. Fan and media reactions. The response to Lexis King's revelations has been immediate and heated. Social media platforms have erupted with debate, with some fans defending Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr., citing his wrestling pedigree and undeniable in-ring talent, while others echo Lexis' concerns about backstage politics and favoritism. Wrestling journalists and analysts have begun dissecting the claims, comparing them to previous reports of backstage tension in NXT and other WWE brands. The consensus among many observers is that, regardless of the specifics, the situation highlights the immense pressure placed on second-generation wrestlers and the potential pitfalls of managing talent with high-profile family legacies. Implications for NXT and WWE. If Lexis King's claims hold weight, the implications for NXT are significant. The brand has prided itself on cultivating a professional, disciplined environment where young talent can thrive under mentorship. However, allegations of favoritism, behind-the-scenes manipulation, and unchecked tension could undermine this image. WWE executives may face increased scrutiny, particularly as fans and media demand transparency about how developmental talent is treated. Moreover, the controversy surrounding Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. raises questions about how second-generation wrestlers are integrated into modern wrestling promotions. Balancing legacy, expectation, and meritocracy is inherently challenging, and Lexis' statements shine a spotlight on the consequences when this balance is mishandled. The bigger picture: wrestling's family dynasties. The Lexis King controversy is more than just a story about one wrestler or one brand. It speaks to a larger issue within professional wrestling: the impact of family legacies on performer development and backstage culture. Dynasties like the Wagners, the Harts, and the Guerreros carry enormous weight, and their descendants are often thrust into the spotlight before they have fully developed their own identities. Lexis's revelations underscore how this pressure can contribute to conflict, both personal and professional, and highlight the need for WWE to manage talent with both fairness and sensitivity.